The sell-through rate on this was pretty good, especially if it was one with a handle, so you could lift the dog up out of the water. Have you ever seen a chihuahua go swimming? I was not expecting it to sell overnight, but it did. Stick around. Welcome back to Sale, Resell, Sold. My name is Heather. We are part-time resellers on eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. We've been reselling for a couple months out from 2 years. We've learned a lot. Still have a lot more to learn. We're going to do our top 10 flip-flop, flippin' fast, and our flippin' weird. It was a holiday week, so it was slower. Holiday sales, slow down. Rough. So you'll see a lot of things move out of here that I just took offers on because I just wanted some sales and just to get it out of the house. And that leads us to number 10 of our top 10. Gap Disney Women One Size Crew Socks, 3 pairs, Mickey Mouse. I did get these on clearance at the Gap. I've had them in my closet for so long. I don't wear crew socks. I wear ankle socks, but I have a hard time turning down things on clearance that are Disney. And these were cute. I had 2 boxes of these, and one sold a while ago, which was a different theme of Disney socks, and then these. I took an $18 offer. I had them listed for $30, which is pretty much a made-up price. There weren't any of these. They sold on Depop, so we made more money anyway. They were listed for almost 2 years, pretty close to the original listings. Our profit on that was $15.25. Number 9. Vintage Gaetano Floral high-waist trouser shorts, women's size large, black, purple, pink, and blue. I picked these up at the bins. I recognize these as being vintage. The Gaetano label was not unfamiliar to me, being of a certain age. Somebody sent a $25 offer, and I accepted. These sold on eBay. Our profit on this was $18.13. You know, they sold in 25 days. I'll take it. Number 8. Vintage Y2K Studio Spode tiered maxi skirt, women's size medium, brown sequin satin embroidered attached belt, because that little colorful belt thing was attached to it. I picked this up at the bins. It was listed for 9 days, and I knew this would sell fast. As soon as I saw the tiered skirt and the embroidered belt, I knew that there were a lot of aesthetics that this could be leaned into with keywords. We've got boho, fairy, festival, peasant, and it moved it. It moved it in 9 days, and our profit on that was $18.75. Number 7, Carhartt flame-resistant Carpenter pants, men's size 32-30. I got these at Plato's Closet. The cost of goods isn't on here, but cost of goods was $0. I pulled these out of their free day bins. They had a whole bunch of bins lined up outside the store, and it was free. Take what you want. That's where I got these. I listed them for $24.88. It did take about 4 months for them to sell, and our profit on that was $18.89. Number 6, Flip Speed. Let's check it out on our eShop command. Fastest flip for those pants, 21 hours. They did have a really high sell-through rate, and those were the only chocolate brown. And I chose chocolate brown as opposed to brown because they were chocolate brown. And I think that was a really good keyword, almost like a nice adjective on the color. J.Crew New York Doc Pants men's size small, chocolate brown, slim, elastic waist drawstring. I pulled these at the bins because I was going to take them to Plato's Closet. They were good condition. They were a newer J.Crew tag. They were an interesting J.Crew tag. For a lot of things, I comp first before I take to Plato's Closet. These were a very popular style of pants with a very high sell-through rate. Very high sell-through rate. Not like necessarily a huge price-wise seller, but there weren't any in this color. Not very many of these listed, but just like quite a few sold. So I just went ahead and listed them myself instead of just taking the $2 or $3 I would get from Plato's Closet if they took them. So I listed them for $24.88. They sold in 1 day. Cost of good at the bins for me is $1.25 on average. Our profit on that was $19.06. Number 5, Walt Disney World Character Dining Autograph Cards, Topolino's Garden Grill, and Chef Mickey. And this is from one of the numerous trips we've taken to Disney World. When we do character breakfast, you get these little autograph cards because the characters don't sign autographs anymore. We just bring them home and make little lots and sell them and pretend that that helps pay for our trip. This was listed for 612 days. Like, they're not the fastest sellers, but I have them anyway, and they take up no space. Our profit on that was $19.21. Number 4, Merrell Jungle Mocs slip-on shoes, women's size, 9.5, midnight black suede. I got these at the bins. Usually I walk in and I go to shoes first, but those shoe bins have been out for a while and I'm just going through them looking for good name shoes and good condition shoes. And not necessarily perfect condition, but good condition shoes. And these were there. These sold on Depop, and I had them listed for $29.88. An offer for $25.40 went out, and somebody accepted it. It took 16 days to sell, and our profit was $20.30. Number 3, the weirdest stuff shows up in the bins. And my friend Eric and I, we've been going once a week. I've been grabbing close to 100 pounds every time. This was just sitting there, and I was like, that's weird. What is that? That's not going to fit my grandkids. And then I saw that it was for a dog. Ruff wear, dog float, coat, life jacket, size extra, extra small, orange gray, lift handle reflective. And it's so tiny, it's like extra, extra small. I looked it up in the bins, and I don't always look up stuff in the bins, but I looked this up in the bins and was really surprised at the sell-through rate on this was pretty good, especially if it was one with a handle. So you could lift the dog up out of the water. And it was in really good condition. I was not expecting it to sell overnight, but it did. And it sold for our full asking price of $30 on Poshmark overnight, and our profit on that was $22.75. Number 2, new with tags, J.Jill, Gillette, open front cardigan, women's size, extra large, jade green, cap sleeves. I got this at a yard sale. This woman is basically having like a J.Jill sale in her front yard. I got several of these cardigans. This one is listed for 5.5 months, and that's fine, right? It's fine. Not everything has to sell immediately. I had it listed for $55, and somebody sent a $40 offer, which I took. Our cost of goods was $5, and so our profit was $27. This was a good Depop week, y'all. Number 1, J.Lindeberg Cayenne Tour quarter zip merino wool pullover, men's size large, black golf outdoors. Got it at the bins. It needed a little wash, so I washed it carefully because it's 100% merino wool. This sold for our full asking price of $40 after 5 days. Our profit on that was $31.13. Like I said, this is a pretty quiet week. Let's do our flip-flop. Okay. Whatever, flip-flop. So this is a Spode Christmas tree ornament, 3-inch round. I got this at an estate sale. Cost of goods was $1. I got a handful of these. There was more than one. I mean, there was like 4, and we sold them individually. The woman sent me a lovely little message saying, my husband and I met in Germany, and this was one of our gifts we bought ourselves, and I just love to have it again. And I was like, with or without the story, I would have taken your $8 offer. But I do appreciate a good story, and I love that. So nice story. I messaged back. I said, beautiful story. Enjoy. And it was listed for 4 months, and we made $5. So flip-flop, I made $5. Usually our flip-flop's just the one with the lowest profit. So that's fine. All right, so it's week 14, 2026. And we had 20 items sold this week, a decline of 35% from last week. Holidays. We had a gross sales of $434.80, a net profit of $312.59. Our net average sale was $15.63, and our net median was $15. eBay came back strong. Depop almost beat Wait a second, folks. Depop beat Poshmark. Are we getting noticed on Depop? Are things happening? It's very exciting. 28% of the week's sale was on Depop, 55 on eBay, and 16 on Poshmark. Most things came from the bins, as they do now, because that's what I do. I am one of those bins people. We had 32 new listings, 20 items sold, a sell-through of 62%, which is down by 46%. an average of 4.6 listed a day, down 5.3%. 96 items are 30 days or newer, and still the bulk of our stuff is over a year old, which I know. But this was stuff out of our closet. This wasn't sourcing for resale with any sort of thought behind it. It's stuff that we had and are trying to get rid of, and we've moved a lot of it. One of these days when we have free time, everyone keeps saying I should do live selling, and I'm just like, it's hard enough to do this. I don't think so, but we'll see. Anyway, that is our week. That is what's happened. I'm very excited about the Depop situation. Hopefully that keeps the momentum going. I'm looking forward to selling more than 2 items a week on Depop. Y'all, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.